Hello guys, welcome to another episode on Yinka's Meals. Yay! I know I've been gone for I've not actually done like a physical video after the first one that I did. So it's so good to be back. Yeah. After I posted my very first video on YouTube, I found out that it took like a lot of data. So I've been like, okay, maybe I don't know. I'm still trying to figure that out, like posting my videos with my mobile data or finding like a Wi-Fi source to make it better. But anyway, it's good to be back. Yeah, it's good to be back like visually, even though I've still been creating content on my other platforms like Anchor, Spotify, Google, all the other places that you can listen to podcasts. You can actually listen to me there. So it's actually good to be back. Yeah. I really don't have much like things that have been going on with me to catch up on. Maybe just work basically. And I'm still working from home actually. Yeah, we don't know when we're going to resume. So I hope you guys are staying safe. Yeah. It's very important that we try and stay safe during this period because of this coronavirus. I think last week or 2 weeks ago we lost an foster. Yeah. And when it comes to broadcasting in Nigeria, he's like one of the important voices that you have to reckon with, and so it was quite painful, but at the end of the day we keep pushing. Someone said, I think I read somewhere, at the end of the day you begin to figure out that 2020 is a year of survival. You just have to survive, stay alive, do everything by every means necessary to stay alive, which means keeping our hands clean, removing our hands from our faces, washing our hands, wearing our nose mask and doing the appropriate thing. Yeah, so I don't know if you guys are feeling the energy. I'm a little bit under the weather. Yeah, I have slight headache right now. But I just figured if I don't do this video today, I don't know when I'll be able to do that anymore, like this week, because my work schedule is kind of crazy right now, so I kind of have a lot on my plate. But I don't want to bore you guys. How have you been? What's going on? Let me know in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe when you watch this. Before I continue, I really want to quickly say that I appreciate all of the feedback that I got from the very first video that I did. I got a lot of feedback, and I'm very, very grateful to everyone who tuned in and listened. I'm also grateful to people that have actually subscribed and said to come on this journey with me. Thank you guys. I appreciate it so much. So please do subscribe, share, tell a friend, leave me your comment. I want to hear your thoughts. Those things are very, very important to me. They're like feedback, they help me to go back to the drawing board, see what I can do better, see what I can improve on. Yeah, so let's get right into it. Yeah, so I'm in my notes as usual. Yeah, that's where all my topics are. You can't see them, but that's where all my content are for this season. And I want to talk about everyone is on a journey. Stop comparing yours with theirs. And I think I want to link that with managing rejection. And I want to link that with managing rejection. And I think that came from the place of, okay, so last week I got a message from my brother. He was expecting something and it didn't come true. And when he got the rejection mail and he reached out to me, it was kind of sad and everything. And I remember thinking that, how do we manage rejections as people? And the incident made me just cast my mind to something that happened before. I think 3 years ago, I applied for this job in an international company, and I went through all of the processes. These international companies now, they will have different stages for your interviews, and that was how it works for me. I went through all the interview stages, and at the end of the day, I was the only candidate that was successful in Lagos. I was out of millions of people, I came out on top, the only one in Lagos, because I was the only one that came for the final interview. So apparently, while they were conducting interviews and application processes here in Lagos, they were also doing that in Abuja also. So at the end of the day, they will pick the most successful candidate in Lagos and then the most successful candidate in Abuja, and then they will do the interview, and then they will pick, between the two people left. So when I went for the final interview, in fact, I think I killed it. God. So when I got the message, like I think that week or like the following week, that we're sorry, this and all those things, that they'll first hype you and then they'll just, oh God. I was in the office where I was working before, somewhere in Ikoyi. I just left my seat and I went to the toilet and I cried buckets. I cried buckets because I was like, oh my God. For some reasons, I already thought that this job was going to be mine. For some reasons, I just, I'd looked at all the different angles. I've seen how I'd succeeded in all of the different stages. And I just felt like, yes, this is what, I was going to get this job. And when I didn't get it, I was so devastated. And it just brings me to the question that, the next thing is that everyone is on a journey. Stop comparing yourself with others. In the last video that I did for YouTube, I talked about the fact that, when we looked at Issa and Molly's relationship, I talked about the fact that some people don't know how to show up for you, when things are going on, when some people don't know how to show up for you when things are going bad for them. And I talked about the fact that they were both on different journeys. And I was saying something about jealousy, that, I'm not jealous of my friends. And he just goes on to say that everyone is on a journey. You cannot keep saying, okay, because something is working out for someone, and then I have to also try. You just have to figure out what works best for you. And in figuring out your journey, you're going to try different things, and you're going to fail at different things in figuring out your journey, because you don't know how everything is going to pan out at the end. You're just trying it all out. Okay, you don't know which one is going to work out, and you're just like, okay. And I think that's the most important thing. Last 3 weeks in Nigeria here, they caught this popular celebrity, Hush Puppy, I think that's his name, that it was into fraud and some other people and everything. And there were a lot of varying opinions online. And one of the things that struck me from all of those opinions was that a lot of times when we look at people, and I'm even actually going to give a personal experience, when we look at people who do the things that we want to do. So let's say in figuring out your journey, you've come to a place where, okay, I know that this is what I want to do. I know that this is what I want to do in my life, but you've not gotten there yet. So apparently there are other people who are doing the things that you want to do and you're following them. Maybe like mentors, but maybe mentoring from afar. You're just inspired by their journey. So let's say someone like Hush Puppy. Now there are people online that look at him, he spends all this money, he has these cars, this house, he wears the nicest of things, and there are probably people that would have looked at him and would want that kind of life. Do you get? And everything now happened now that, okay, he was into fraud. If it was someone that was really, really genuine, that, I really wanted this kind of life that Hush Puppy has, he might have been devastated, or what's the word right now? Disappointed, rather, that, and I was really looking up to this person, and eventually this I turned out. If it's on that person like, maybe this is the way Hush Puppy did it, so maybe I should also do that. And it just goes to that we have to figure out our journeys. So last week, I saw a post on Instagram about someone that also creates podcasts. The person, has a podcast and everything. And the person was doing a masterclass. They were going to do a masterclass for another person. They were going to be like two facilitators that are going to come together to do this masterclass for people who are interested in podcasting. And then they will teach you everything that you need to do, how to learn how to go about this podcasting thing. And I just went through their profiles because I'm into podcasting already. And I just went through their profiles to see what would they be talking about, because of course they listed the things that they'll be talking about to the people that they are going to teach. I just looked at that and I was like, these are the things that I can do. And I went to their social media pages and I saw that these people were doing excellently well. And I would not lie, guys. At some point, I was discouraged. I was discouraged. And not because I was discouraged because, not that I was jealous, but I just felt that I could be doing more. I felt that what they were doing, I could also do it. The numbers that they have, the following that they have, I should also be able to have that. So, it got to a place where I was beginning to compare myself with them. And the thing about comparing yourself with other people is that you don't get to move in life at your own pace. It's like you are running after someone. So this is the person you are comparing yourself with. This person is on a journey, minding his own business, so he's just going. But you, because you are trying to compare yourself with this person, you now be chasing after the person. But the more you chase, the more the person keeps moving forward. And even the Bible says that those that compare themselves with themselves are not wise. And for me, that was a learning point. I remember eventually, after going through their pages, their content, I was trying to also look at ways I could also improve in the things that I was doing, as a content creator and as a podcaster. At the end of the day, I just thought, after I went on that low ride that took me down, making me feel bad for myself and everything, I just came to the conclusion that Oluwayimika, you are doing well. That was the final conclusion I came to. Like, Oluwayimika, you're doing well. It might not look like what you expect it to look like. It might not look like maybe what you're trying to compare it with, but you're actually doing well. And it was like, okay, yeah. And I just, took off the other feeling that was making me feel down, making me feel as if, okay, this person, maybe making me feel as if I'm actually even doing more than this person, but this person has a lot of audience. This person is interviewing the right set of people that is bringing, the kind of notice, or what's the word right now, the kind of exposure, to their brand and their content. But immediately I got to the point where I told myself that, Oluwayimika, you are doing well. You don't have to measure it by what somebody else is doing. And it just took away the other feeling. It just goes on to say that we're all on a journey, and our journeys are going to be different. There are a lot of instances that I can give. Maybe you are looking to get married and everything, and all your friends are getting married, they have kids. Does not mean that the next available man that just comes, you just jump on the man and get married. Do you get? Because you cannot be rushing in this life with somebody else. The person that you are trying to compare yourself with, the person that you are trying to move with, is just doing his own thing and just going on with his own life. He does not even know that you are competing or comparing yourself with him. And just like the scripture says again, those that compare themselves with others, with themselves, are not wise. Make yourself be your own competition. Do you get? So let your journey be, let your life be the yardstick that you use to measure yourself. As much as you have people who are doing the things you would like to do, as much as you have them, you probably look up to them. At the end of the day, still let the yardstick be your life. So you'll be able to compare yourself. Okay, what was I doing last month that I was not doing now? No, rather, what was I doing? What was I doing last month that I've improved on? Or what were the things I wanted to do last month that I could not do, but I can do now? So a very good example, Father, when this lockdown started, one of the things that that came as a moment of reflection for me was that I was grateful for the fact that I had money to be able to take care of my needs, like my basic needs. Of course, I live with my parents, but the fact that I have money to I can buy data, and that as little as it sounds, is very, very important, because I just cast my mind to the fact that I cast my mind back to when I just finished uni and I was trying to still get a job and I was still trying to find my footing and everything. And even when it came to as basic as, not even data, as basic as buying credit on my phone, I probably have to ask my mom or call someone like, oh please, I need credit. But the fact that when I just do that, this lockdown, this is like the 4th month since March, I look at the fact that I can conveniently buy internet subscription for myself. I consider it as growth. It might sound as mundane as the basic thing that you could ever think of, but it's very, very important. Anyway, guys, we've come to the end of this episode. I would really like to hear from you. Have you ever had to face situations before in the past when you found yourself comparing yourself with other people? I would like to know how you felt during all those times. I would also like to know how you handled rejection, in the past. What were the things that how did you handle it? I know I didn't actually expound more on that topic, but I would really like to hear from you. How did you handle rejection? What were the things that you actually did? What made you better? Because rejections would always come. You apply for a job today, you get no. You actually still want to work, so you apply again and again and again and again and again, and sometimes they might get to you. So I'd really like to know, how have you handled rejection in the past? Please do let me know in the comment section. Also, I'd like to hear your thoughts about this podcast. Whatever you guys have to say is important to me. Try not to be mean. But I would really like to hear from you guys. Thank you. Please don't forget to subscribe. Click the subscribe button below. Share. Leave me a comment. Thank you. Have a lovely week. Bye. Bye.